Hello, and welcome to a RPG actual play. My name is Mo.
My name is Matt.
My name is Lauren.
Hello, everybody. Um, I'm going to do the technical thing because I'm hearing us on talking on a tab. So I guess we're live.
Cool.
Yes, we are.
That's a good sign.
It's
All right.
great.
Someone.
So welcome to a Blades68 adventure we're calling Nothing But a Party. My name is Mo. This is Matt. This is Lauren. We've already said that part. For the uninitiated, an actual play is Matt and Lauren are going to be playing characters in a role playing game, and I'm going to be their game master. We'll be telling a collaborative story together for a couple hours, and we don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to figure out how this story is going to go all together. We're doing it live, folks.
Doing it live.
As the game master, I'm going to be painting the setting, establishing the terms of the heist or job, and adding complications, while Matt and Lauren will be actors or characters in the story, figuring out what to do. Um, when it comes to a challenge where we disagree on a resolution, we'll roll some dice and we'll say yes and to the results. We're playing a game called Blades68 in beta from Evil Hat Games and Productions. Blades68 is a game inspired by a game we all love called Blades in the Dark. But where Blades in the Dark is set in a spooky Victorian setting, Blades68 is in the same world about 120 years later, in a weird, twisted version of the 1960s or 70s. So instead of horse and buggies, gas lamps, and spooky ghosts, now we're playing sports cars, disco, and spooky ghosts.
You gotta have spooky ghosts. Regardless.
We're just gonna do a little safety tools. That is to say, what are you listening to, and do you want to listen to this? If you're the sensitive type, tonight's adventure is going to be PG-13. There'll probably be some violence, maybe some seduction, and likely some foul language. If there's any sexy stuff or violence against children or animals, we'll kind of gloss over it and not fixate on it. I'm not promising any of this will happen, just saying if that's not your jam, beware. Now, let's introduce our characters. Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt. Matt Conant, and I am a writer. My character, I write a bunch of things. I should say something about that. I'm a writer on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Lauren and I are both writers on a series of novels called the Parallax series. And we write a bunch of stuff for TV that I'll let Lauren talk about. For today,
I ran away to get this.
Oh, there you go. You have the prop. Excellent.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, my name is Lauren Sapolo. I am also a writer. Matt looked that way when he said that because we're in the same apartment and he was looking to see where I was. No. Yeah, we write for TV and novels, and we design games even. So yeah, we're just kind of all over the place, and we
in the best way.
In the best way, and we know each other by playing RPGs. So this is very exciting for us to be able to keep doing that, and we've done it with Mo before, and it's very, very fun, and I'm so excited to do it again. Did you introduce your character while I wasn't listening?
I did not. You were only gone for about 2 seconds. I was
okay. That
anyway,
was.
We are playing as a heist team. Mm-hmm. This is a team of 2, but basically we have a failed laundromat as our base, and we have targeted sort of a rich area of town for the heists we would be going on. My character is the Radical. His real name is difficult to pronounce, and he seems a little strange and out of sorts, but he goes by Allan. His head is kind of vaguely triangular, and he wears like wide brim, like Panama hats that are probably two sizes too big for his head, just because it hides the weird shape of his head. But he is from a place called Tykaros, which is a land far away, and that is as much as he ever tells anyone about it. And yeah, he's generally a normal at the town's inequalities. So he is constantly making a big deal about it and trying to fix it where he can in peaceful or non-peaceful ways, depending on the situation. So we'll see which way he goes tonight. I do not know yet. All right, take it, Lauren.
Okay, so I'm hearing echo now. Okay, that's a little better. I'm playing a hound. So basically, I'm like the hardened, I'm a fixer. I follow my instincts. I used to work on my own, but now I used to be a professor at a college, and then I got fired because all of the rich people in town were like buying their kids their diplomas, and they were taking up all the space that the other kids who actually deserved it should have been getting. So I got real mad about that, and I went to the dean of the college, and they fired me because of course the dean was also taking bribes. Like, why wouldn't they be? But I had known Allan. He had come in and spoken in my class before because I was also very wanted to teach equality because I was feeling bad about it, and I got in trouble for that too. So this was like so we knew each other and got together and started doing heists. And I'm just a human, as far as I know. Name is Linda, but everybody calls me Boxer because I tend to go in punching. So. That nickname from. Oh, and Allan also gave me a little pet as a hound in Blades68. A hound gets a little loyal pet, so we worked at that. I live by myself, and Allan thought I needed someone to keep me company, so he gave me a small creature from
normal creature that humans
perfectly normal creature from wherever he's from. That basically looks like a little ghost squid. That doesn't, I call it ghost squid because it doesn't swim in water, it swims in the air. So it just kind of floats around. And its name is Synth, and Linda does not know how to take care of it. But we've got
I assume you do, because everyone does.
Thankfully, Synth is pretty, independent, and I think finds food on its own, because what do you feed a ghost squid? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out over the course of this game.
Maybe we will.
It's a ghost, so can we say you haven't killed it yet?
It would be harder for me to, I guess, so that's good.
Nice.
Can't keep a ghost alive.
It's been a long week for your characters. We're just going to get right into it. It's been a long week for your characters, and you have both kind of worked hard to stay away from the law and stay away from criminals that might prey on you. What do you do to kick back and relax? We're going to have our downtime scene.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead.
Me?
No, go.
Yeah, I probably am a little bit of a mopey person that sits around in the failed laundromat. It's my failed laundromat. After I lost my job as a professor, I tried to do some other things, and they didn't work out, and one of them was this laundromat. So I probably sit around and drink coffee and brood. So that's probably what I'd be doing, is hanging out and brooding in my failed laundromat that is also where I am.
Well, I remember that our failed laundromat has both an aquarium and a communications hub in it. Those are the two pieces of flair we added to our laundromat. And I think you don't know exactly what Allan does, but he seems to go to the communications hub by default between missions and puts on a set of 70s looking headphones and listens to things that you assumed was music, but when you go and he takes off the headphones, if you go to talk to him, and it just sounds like a bunch of static and weird noise and between channels, it's not clear what it is at all, but he's listening to it as though it's music, and it's very peaceful and relaxing. So that's how he unwinds.
There we go.
Something.
All right. Tell me about this laundromat. So it's a failed laundromat. Is it open to the public?
No, it's not. It's just a sad, closed laundromat.
So we're just waiting for them to find another. As soon as they find like the landlord or something sells the property, we're out. We have to find a new base.
Yeah, probably.
Squatting.
Yeah, kind of.
Rent. We mostly pay the rent. I've converted one of the washing machines into the aquarium, so
Nice.
trying to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, it's just like I had it and it didn't do well, and then I didn't sell it because I was mad about it. So it kind of became our base of operations.
There we go. All right. I am. So what's cool about Blade68 is that in character creation, Allan and Boxer have to give me all of these prompts, like what they do to relax, and people they know in the city. So Russo turns up at the laundromat, does a secret knock because I think there's been an incident before when Russo just barged in and said hello.
Okay, that sounds likely.
Russo comes in and says, "Hey, I got a gig. A gig you might be interested in."
Yeah, Russo is my Maverick artist friend, so
I look at him skeptically.
I look at him excitedly. I'm like, all right, your gigs tend to work out pretty well. What sort of gig is this?
Well, strangely enough, it's actually a real job.
Employment.
They want me to do some art for their a party that they're having at the DeVille house.
Okay. Have we heard of the DeVille house before?
Boxer has.
Right.
Mrs. DeVille is the head counselor at the university.
Oh, all right. As soon as I hear that, then I'm way interested. I'm like, go on.
Miss DeVille has been on the take and has been making sure that the less elite children of the wealthy elite get certified and confirmed with educational degrees from the university. That ironically, Boxer used to work at. And in padding her pockets, Miss DeVille has started living quite a luxurious life. And operating in very, very wealthy circles. Because, well, a lot of the wealthy elite, their children aren't really, well, elite.
I have firsthand experience of this, I know.
So Russo says, yeah, they want me to come and do graffiti. But like not on the walls. They want me to do it on canvases. Because they think like me doing graffiti is cool for them. So is that.
Sounds about right.
And well, you know, the pretentious way that these assholes want to put my culture and my art on display, I thought I'd see if I could get some art assistants to come case the joint and maybe get us paid a little on the side.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
I'm always looking for an excuse to have an invite to a fancy party. So sounds like that might work out.
Look at that there. Look at that there. So he says, it's tomorrow night. I'll have to kind of probably disguise you, Boxer, because they definitely know you.
Yeah.
And when you say disguise, Allan assumes you're going to be talking about him, and he like pulls his hat down like more. Then he realizes, like, oh no, oh yes, obviously I will fit in.
Allan, you should just probably change your hat. Everybody knows that hat.
Oh, what sort of hat should I wear instead?
I have a vast assortment of hats, Alan. Don't worry. I'm sure I have one that will suit your needs.
Excellent. I will follow your lead, not because I'm unfamiliar with other types of hats.
Absolutely not. That's not it at all.
No.
All right. So you guys, you got a gig. I'm just going to give you an opportunity if you wanted to figure out what any preparation you'd like to do before we do what's called an engagement roll that determines what are the stakes when we get to this house.
Right.
Mhm.
Do we know what part of town this house is in?
This house is in the I think the Brightthorn.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Like you didn't know it was her house,
Hmm.
but you know, of course she lives there.
Yeah. All right. So we get some kind of bonus to things
Right
that
stuff.
happen in our hunting grounds. Yes.
Yeah, Brightstone.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh, we get +1D to gather information rolls.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess the question I would have is, if we have cased this place before, do we know how many? I guess we know the entrances, but it may behoove us to know the exits that are different.
Yeah.
You know the area. I wouldn't go so far as to say you've cased the place. It's
Yeah.
not like you've ever robbed her or anything like that.
Right, right. Can we perhaps, for gather information, like walk around the neighborhood a little bit, try to dress a little fancy maybe tonight, and take a stroll?
Absolutely. So I'm going to give each one of you a move opportunity to roll toward this, and you could do the scenes together, but each one of you are going to do a different thing.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go first?
No, you.
Sure.
You go.
Oh, this will be my move. He's walking around the neighborhood. Is that the idea? Okay.
We're casing the joint. I think that's
All
a
right.
technical 60s term.
That sounds right. It sounds like that would be a prowl roll.
I would say a prowl or survey.
Mhm.
Or survey. Neither of those do I have any dots in. So this is a thing Allan offered, but is not good at. He's just like, let's wander around inconspicuously, and he doesn't realize how much he stands out and how terrible he is at prowling.
Mhm.
So, but if you let him do it, he's going to try to do it anyway.
I mean, it's moved, so go for it.
I'm
I
happy
like-
for it. I'm happy for it to be Allan's move, but for Boxer to actually make the roll, and maybe vice versa.
Oh, that's fine. I'll do that because I have one in survey. I have none in prowl, so I am happy
Okay.
to do a survey for you.
We
And
also
I'm just
have.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't know if this is relevant here, but our heist team's special ability is synchronized watches, which says we can use assists or setup actions with any crew member regardless of the distance separating you.
Oh,
So does that mean
I
while
can-
I'm prowling, you're telling me how to prowl properly? Maybe there's like
yeah, you got like a little
a
earbud.
earbud.
Or, well, it's
like
probably
that.
like really big because it's like
Yeah, probably.
it's like your hat is sitting on top of it.
Right, and I've got the like headphones in. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I've got like a big.
sounds good.
Depending on the roll, maybe no one will notice.
We're
Uh,
gonna find out.
So I'm just letting you, the audience know who haven't played Blades in the Dark or Blades68. If you want to do something that is risky, challenging, or other in this game, there are several moves you can make. And when I say several, I mean a dozen. And each player has a certain set of skills that they're good at, and then they have skills that they're not good at. Oh, thank you, Matt.
Mhm.
Sure.
Um,
If that's cool. I don't know.
And so a couple of these skills include prowl, hunt, survey,
You better.
or study. And actually, if you wanted to do a hunt, I'd be open to that too, Boxer.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
So just going forward, you're going to tell me what move you're using.
Okay.
And if I feel like it is particularly fishy, not squiddy per se, but fishy, then we will negotiate.
It's been a minute since I played Blades. I have 2 dots, so I get to roll 2 dice, right?
Correct.
And then I just pick the highest.
Correct. You're going to take the highest roll of any die. If the highest roll is a 1 to 3, you fail.
Right.
And I tell you something bad that happens. on a 4 or 5, you get what you want, but I also tell you something bad that happens. On a 6, you succeed. And if by chance you roll 2 6s, you tell me what awesome happens because of this.
Amazing. All right. Well, if I'm doing a hunt, then I'm going to roll 2 dice. And I rolled a 1 and a 2. So
as one does.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys are strolling past the house. Are you kind of being a couple? Are you what's your cover look like?
I wouldn't even think to be a couple with Allan. Like, it wouldn't even occur to me that would be something that we could do. So we're just like walking, and I'm just talking to him like almost saying things that I shouldn't be saying out loud, because of course, like, we're just discussing what we're doing.
Right, we're 2 friends who are like, talking about things like the
How
problem
much
with the city and like, yeah, right. Just
Okay.
ranting politically stuff at each other. Where we probably couldn't be.
We can't help it. We rile each other up.
There we go. So as you guys are going by the house, a car pulls up, and in this world they're called autopods. An autopod pulls up. It is absolutely not a stretch Lincoln Continental, because they don't have those in this world, but it could be described as one. Stretched Lincoln Continental-ish. And the driver gets out, comes around, and sees you 2 passing just as the car pulls up. And he comes straight up and accosts you. He says, "Get the hell out of here, riffraff."
Riffraff.
Oh, I thought we were allowed to, locomote wherever we chose in this city.
Locomote elsewhere. Someplace you belong.
Do you have locomoting recommendations for us?
You're going to be locomoting out of a hospital if you don't make way. He's a big, buff, burly guy, and he looks like he might be able to make good on threats of hospitalizing one of you, at least.
All right. Allan would be like, let's go then.
Like,
turn around.
Boxer doesn't even say. She just like growls.
He eyeballs both of you, and as you get further up the block, there are only 2 residences on this block. They are so palatial. And as you get further up the block, he finally goes to the back door limousine part, and he opens the door, and he gingerly escorts a woman to the front gates.
And we're too far away to see who it is.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
You are too far away to see who it is.
Okay. But
Kind
it's
of by design.
Yeah. It's the front gates of the specific house?
It is the front gates. It is not through the driveway.
Okay.
So they're walking up to the front.
But it's the DeVille house.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that went just about as well as I thought it would.
Well,
Now, you do see a gate that they could have driven up if the gate was open.
Mm-hmm.
And so whoever this is, they don't live there.
Right.
But
Okay. Does the gate open? Like when they go up and talk to it? Can we see from a distance as we're walking away very slowly?
Are you going to hang out to watch?
We're gonna keep slowly moving away, but like every once in a while, look back over our shoulder. Perhaps. Or that's what I'm gonna do.
So whoever he got out the car walks through the gate on the street. It would be a double gate, but you don't see if both of them open or one of them open. And he goes back and leans against the car and looks down the street at you.
And I just wave and keep walking.
We'll have to watch out for that gentleman.
All right.
He does not seem friendly.
No.
So you kind of have a sense of this house. It's a corner house, which means there's gates on two sides.
Mhm.
It has a big double gate that seems very well secured. And then it has another big double gate that's clearly a driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Does the so there's a driveway. Is it like up on a hill, or is it just like, does the driveway go around behind the house, or?
The driveway goes up a hill to the side of the house.
Okay. And then, so where that person entered, did they have to like walk a distance to get to the front, to get to the house, or is it pretty close?
You notice that there were very thick, beautiful, well-manicured gardens in front,
Okay.
and they would have been walked through those gardens.
Okay.
You couldn't really see the front door.
Okay.
From the other side of the block, because of course it's a corner lot, what you did see were several balconies.
Okay.
All right. And like the rest of the property, the whole thing has a gate around it, or are there like giant hedges or something?
Gate, and behind the gate are hedges.
Okay. Cool. Then I guess it's a good thing we have an inn to this place.
Hopefully. It's not going to be easy.
All right. What would you like to do? I'm sorry, go ahead.
One last question. Are any of the balconies at or above hedge level or gate level?
You could see the tops of 3 of them. They're very above hedge level, but
Okay.
you know they're in maybe 30, 40 feet.
Yeah.
It's not like you could jump over a balcony and
Right.
also over the fence, unless you
Okay.
had some kind of mechanical or supernatural help.
Not that we were planning mechanical help with that, but no. So not at all why I was asking. So anyway, go ahead.
All right. Well, we have been kind of booted out of the. What I think I'd like to do is I probably have some, notes on different people who have worked at the college, because
Yep.
I'm petty like that. So I think what I would like to do for kind of like my gather information role is just to see like what I have on this Lady DeVille. If there's any little extra bits of information that from working at the college I might know. So I rolled for Allan. I don't know if Allan wants to roll for me. Maybe.
I guess it depends what kind of role it is.
It's probably like a study. I'm going through. It's either a hunt or a study. I think. Like I'm going through things. I'm looking for information.
If you wanted to actually talk to people, I'd also take a consort or sway.
Oh, okay. My shady friends, I don't think would be very helpful in this instance.
Yeah.
I think I would just go through my notes and see if there's anything like kind of information what I want. Just like, like basic information about her, like maybe if I know who would live in the house with her, like how many people would be there. Has she been there long? Like, is this like a new thing? Is she new money? So just like some basic information like that.
I love it. Who's making the roll? What are we rolling?
I think of those mentioned traits, I only have 1 dot in one of them, so you should probably make this roll also.
I can do another hunt. That's probably my best My best one.
Let's do a consort.
Okay, I got 2 in that one too.
There we go. Who are you consorting with?
I'm gonna consort with. Does it have to be one of my shady friends, or can I make some?
No, you can introduce an NPC.
Great. I'm gonna consort with a professor that still works at the college, but is kind of on the way out, like I am.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I can trust them mostly, because they still want their job. I don't want to put them in any danger, but I think I'll ask them some information about Lady DeVille, if anything changed since I've been there. So this will be a consort. That would be a 4.
A 4. That would be a mixed success.
Retiring business.
So yeah. What's the name of your friend?
My friend's name is Judy.
Judy. So when you go see Judy, who had asked too many questions, has decidedly high standards for academic rigor, and it was really frustrated when you worked there about the corruption going on at the school. You are really surprised that Judy is much more well dressed than when last you saw her. Like wearing, tailored clothes. Judy is a woman who, she did the best with what she could. She's doing much better now because she can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So do I get the feeling that she doesn't really want to talk to me about this?
No, she's happy to see you.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah. Let's play out the scene.
Okay. I probably would have to meet her somewhere that's not the college. So maybe
Absolutely.
a coffee shop or something. So I sit down and I have my giant mug of black coffee, and I'm just like, "Hi, Judy. How's it going?"
Hey, how are you, Linda?
Doing the things and trying to move on. You're looking great, really great.
When you say that, she goes from flattered to slightly self-conscious. And she says, yeah, I'm seeing someone now.
Oh, is it serious?
He likes me. It's it's been a long time since I've been with somebody who really likes me.
Is this does he like to get you gifts? Is that what this is all about?
She blushes.
Oh, all right. Well, you found a man with some money. That's great. And she kind of says it almost that dismissively. How's everybody? How's life at the college? How's old Dean Schuster doing?
She's like, I haven't really dealt with Schuster lately. I just kind of keep my head down and do my work. When I saw what happened with you, it clicked for me. I could get my retirement. I won't be able to afford to live in the city, but, I could go somewhere where the money will go a little further.
Well, maybe this new guy will help you out, but I totally get it. I get it. I can't hold it against anybody because, it's been tough. But, just kind of wanted to check in, see how things were going. See if the college had changed any. How's I forget her first name. What's Lady DeVille's first name?
Madeline. Madeline Madeline's still Madeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently running a school's become very profitable for her.
Yeah, I can see that it's, when you run it a particular way, it can be very profitable for some people.
Look, if you want to come back, I can
Oh no,
put in.
that ship has sailed, but I appreciate it, Judy.
Oh, okay.
I
I mean, you were asking, so I figured.
no. I kind of wanted to, just seeing if anything had changed, and it just kind of seems like it's not. Has she acted any different lately? Uh, looking, you know, I would hope that she would be talking about new, programs for the students, but it doesn't sound like the students are the ones she's concerned about at the moment.
Madeline's head is all about donors. Donors, donors, donors.
Okay.
I think, the building you used to work in is getting a new name soon.
Oh, I'm sure someone's contributing some funds to that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well,
She leans in and she says, they have 3 kids. They're all dumb as rocks.
oh no. It's always the same. Oh, well,
But she says, but you didn't hear from me.
no, of course not. No. Like I said, just, was thinking about the old days and just wanted to see how things were going over there. But, looks like they're just continuing down that hill.
She says the only thing that's really changed is the security's been beefed up significantly.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't hear?
No.
Apparently, everybody's not happy with Madeline DeVille.
Really? It's not just the donors? What else has she done?
Who knows? Who knows who she's stepped on or pissed off? She leans in. But someone tried to take her out.
Like, take her out? Take her out?
She looks around. She runs a finger under her chin.
Wow.
So yeah, there's much more security at the school now.
That would make sense. That's good to know. That's very
Which-
good to know.
So like, if you're not coming back humble, I wouldn't come back around because, she and you did not get along.
No, we weren't friends. That's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that yet. Thanks, Judy. This has been a very interesting little coffee date. Well, I hope everything goes well with your new guy, and don't let the presents change you. Okay, just money, right?
She says, honestly, it's a lot working there.
Yeah.
But, having somebody who, shows me some attention kind of helps me get through the day.
I'm glad to hear it. All right, I won't take up any more of your time, Judy. Say hi to your new beau for me.
Take care.
And she
where are you working now?
I'm between jobs right now.
Oh.
It's all right. I tried some things and they didn't work. And you know me, though. I don't give up easily. So I'm going to keep chugging along and use my talents in the best way I know how. So don't you worry about me none.
Good luck, Linda.
Thanks.
I'm rooting for you.
Thanks, Judy. Good luck.
All right. And there we have it. 2 little scenes to figure out what's going on. Does anybody want to do anything else?
If you came back from that meeting and told me what you found, Allan would probably be like, did she mention anything about security at her house? Like, has she beefed up security everywhere?
I mean, if that goon was any indication of, how she's feeling about things, I wouldn't be surprised if her security didn't carry over to where she lived. Somebody tried, Judy wasn't lying, and somebody tried to take her out. I'm sure that she's probably taking it overboard, like she took everything overboard. So we should definitely be aware that there might be some hefty security at this thing.
Okay. I'll be prepared then.
All right. So it's time for an engagement roll. It's time for us to figure out, like, what exactly is our approach. And we may want to get a little more clarity on what exactly our goals are.
Yes.
Because I'm sure you two know. I have no idea. So,
you give us too much credit.
So what's the plan? Are we going to go in guns blasting? That is to say, are we going to attack the mansion? Are we going to use subterfuge? Are we going to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Are we going to let's see.
I feel like the plus of this is we have an in to the building. So if we can disguise ourselves, that feels like a much better way to get into this place. Otherwise, we could attack it at any time with the same amount of subtlety. So,
and I feel like it's just the two of us, and if this place has a lot of security, attacking may not be the smartest choice. So, let's not waste our free ticket.
Yeah, if we need to do anything violent, that will become obvious during the party.
and what's exactly the goal? Like, are we just gonna kind of palm some stuff? Are we gonna loot the place?
I think Allan would be like, well, if we're able to get in there, we should certainly take what we can for the purposes of redistribution to those who might need it. But in an ideal world, if she has been doing something underhanded and there's any proof of it in the building, finding that and releasing that to the public would be the true goal.
Spite stuff would be great. One of Linda's vices is luxury. So while she doesn't have a lot, she does covet some luxury items. So if Madeline has, been looking a lot more fancy lately and does have some like fancy jewelry or whatever, that's definitely on the table. But since we were never friends and she's, basically selling the college off to donors, any information that she can get, any dirt she can get on Madeline would be something she'd be after too.
Sounds good. So I got a little blackmail, got a little theft. All right.
Yeah. Linda's probably never seen Allan actually own anything besides like his weird headphones and hat. But they've taken stuff from places before. His share just disappears. So she doesn't know where it goes.
All right. There it is. Then I'm not going to roll the engagement roll just yet.
Okay.
We get to the house. Our guy Russo gets us in. There are a lot of people working. There are jugglers. There's a magician doing card tricks. You guys are just more of the entertainment. And Russo takes you in. You guys go in the front gate, but you immediately break off to the right and you enter through a servant's entrance.
Russo also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Russo. This is Russo's paid gig.
Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna do some graffiti. Are you looping Russo in on anything?
I guess.
Like I would tell him the like broad overview of like he just is inviting us into this, right? Like he wasn't asking us to do anything particular. He's just like, you want to do some stuff, right? Like,
yeah. Like,
oh yeah.
He seems like he knows what we do. So
he knows what you do.
Yeah.
So I think we would tell him the gist of what we're looking for.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I wouldn't give him super details just because then could be implicated or whatever.
But like if you find a file cabinet or something around, let us know.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. So you guys get inside, and it's still daylight. That is to say, the party is really just getting started, and appetizers are being passed, and you've been instructed to stay on the main floor. Don't go upstairs. Don't go into the basement. You've been instructed. There are servants' restrooms. Unfortunately, there are only 2, and if there's a line, do not use the guest restrooms. You have been told that the appetizers and the food is not for you, and if you're caught eating it, you will be ejected. The assumption is you've eaten before you came. They are not sharing, and you are not welcome. You are here to work. And Russo is kind of depending on you guys, like coming up with some extra because you guys are only making a stack each.
Okay.
So he's giving up 2 stacks, betting on you two, making this kind of net some more,
Right.
doing the thing that you do.
We will do our best.
So you guys come in. You're carrying canvases, a bunch of canvases, and you guys kind of become a perimeter, so Russo can get started spray painting. And then what do you do?
How many people are there currently? Like what's the layout of the main floor?
So you are next to a banquet hall. You're in a hallway between a banquet hall and like a lounge area, and both are larger than your laundromat.
Where's the nearest staircase up?
You guys are right in front of the staircase.
Okay, so it's like main hall staircase.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know where the staircase down is, but the kitchen also has a service exit in this hallway.
Okay. Are there guards around in this hallway?
There's security. There are people in tuxedos who don't look uncomfortable, but also don't look unarmed.
Okay. All right.
It's not uncommon for people to have hand cannon holsters under their arm, at this level of wealth.
I think what I am gonna do is I have my little ghost squid with me, and I feel like Synth is a little bit of a novelty. So I'm going to kind of pretend that that's part of the entertainment.
Nice.
Ghost squid kind of hanging around my shoulders, and I am acting like he's going to do everything I tell him to. That may or may not happen. That's what he wants. But so basically, I'll take like a walk down the hallway, and like as far as I can go, where I look like I won't be told I can't go there.
Right.
And kind of get an eye on, where all of the rooms are. I want to get upstairs, but I'm gonna see if there's another staircase up, and then like the number of rooms that are kind of on this floor. If there are more than just the banquet hall and the kitchen.
Okay. You kind of go around, you do your squid tricks, and people are really, really intrigued. Um, One person says, do you have a hat that you're passing?
Hat that I'm passing?
Yeah, for like coins
What?
and tips.
Oh, no, I don't have a hat because I'm not wearing a hat, but I'm wearing a very like smart suit, pantsuit.
I
And
think
so
like Allan hears this from all the way across the room and just runs over and like drops his head in front
I
of
like
you.
want to like open a pocket and then, but Allan just like runs in
Yeah,
front,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
oh,
So they will start kind of putting coins in the hat at your squid tricks. They really like this.
amazing.
And you earn easily another stack in about 30 minutes as the room goes from, just kind of a handful of people to kind of slightly crowded to kind of packed.
Okay.
Um, One of the things you spec out is that there's another stairway going up in the kitchen.
Okay.
So this stairway in the hallway is about 3 people wide.
Hmm.
It's carpeted. It has a very nice carved hand railing. The one in the kitchen is, a very back and forth kind of dry thing that is very much easily cleaned and built for food service.
All right, cool. Yeah, I like if I'm making money, I'm probably gonna get caught up in that for a minute because I'm
Uh-huh.
like take these chumps money, like for sure. So if Allan wants to see if he can do anything while I'm distracting people.
Yeah, I think Allan's like, that's good. We're on our way. I'll scope some stuff and see what I can find. And Allan will disappear, like taking one of the canvases, like he's not sure exactly where it goes, or like he knows where it's going, and he walks it like into the kitchen and towards the back stairwell,
Okay.
very confidently.
Um, so there's you notice, Boxer, because you're in the hallway, the kind of den starts to bubble up, and a houseman comes down the stairs halfway and says, introducing Madame Madeline DeVille. And she comes down the stairs and like a flowy thing with a train, and it kind of slinks down the steps behind her, and everybody kind of politely claps as she comes down.
Yeah, I definitely like stuff synth like into my coat because I don't want her to look at me, and I'm just kind of like
Yep.
in the crowd.
Nice. You see a gentleman that you've seen before. His name's Yaphet. And he's the type of person people call when they want somebody dead. Not small fry people like yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
He's an assassin.
Okay.
And but he's wearing a tuxedo. And he very much is blending in with the crowd. And you kind of come from their life and you recognize him. A lot of people in the room, he's just another guy in a tuxedo.
Okay, so he's not with Madeline. He's just in the room.
He's just in the room.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do a prowl roll to see if Yaphet clocks you.
Okay. Scared.
And so you don't have anything in prowl, so what you're going to be doing is rolling 2d6 and taking the lower. Unless you want to push. That is,
right.
unless you want to spend some stress and push.
Um,
Oh, or we can assist each other, right, with things
Allan can also assist.
because we have the weird synchronized watches. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like almost a part of me that's not necessarily worried that this guy sees me. Because if he wants to take out Madeline, what do I care? But oh my ugly.
Then just make that. Yeah, just roll it then. See what happens.
I will. Yeah, I'll roll a prop. I rolled my lower of the two was a 2.
Okay, so you didn't push.
No, I guess I didn't.
Okay, all right, excellent. In the throng, as Madeline's coming down the stairs, Yaphet finds himself next to you.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "What are you doing here?"
I like I like open my jacket and like little tentacles come out of like I'm part of the entertainment and I stuff them back.
He smiles, he nods, he says, "I bet you are."
Yeah, well, you're just fancy seeing you here. I didn't know you were an art lover.
I have money. People want donations. He's like, can't we all turn over a new leaf sometimes?
I mean, don't I'm not gonna stop anybody from trying something new. If you feel like causing some people to look your way instead of mine tonight, I wouldn't mind at all. So whatever you plan on doing, I fully support you.
Likewise.
Excellent.
He walks away, and we're just for the audience's reference, that was a failed prowl roll, and so that'll probably come up in the story later.
I'm sure.
What's going on in the kitchen?
I am heading. If I can fit a canvas, like I assume they're pretty big.
Up the stairs. Sure, there are people going. There are people coming up and down the stairs.
Yeah, so I'm just like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
All right.
I'm just doing that. I don't care.
It sounds like you need to make a roll. Is this a prowl? Is this a finesse?
This is. I guess it would be one of those. It's not picked my specialties for this heist team, but yeah, I think it's a finesse.
All right. Did you want to push?
I probably should. So pushing would just change it from 2 dice and taking the lower to one
dice and taking something.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All right.
So that is stress. 2 stress.
Yep.
Is
2 stress.
2 stress. Okay. Hang on. Mark those.
And just for fun, we haven't done our engagement roll yet, but let me know if you guys are quiet or loud. Just for the audience, this game is super awesome because you jump right into the story, and then the players start pulling stuff out of their butt and saying, but my guy would have had a. And so there's a little list of things that the average criminal of this type might have, and they can introduce a certain number of them into the story. They get to introduce 3 things into the story if they are quiet, 6 things into the story if they are loud.
Okay, so we have to determine that loud.
Yeah, let's figure that out now.
Okay.
Because you might want to, use something to help you get up these stairs.
It's true. I think
it's a one shot. Let's be loud.
Yeah, let's be loud. We'll be
okay.
Loud.
Do it.
And I will have this. I'm just going to say I have I'm using this as a finesse roll to get up the stairs, and I will bring wrenching tools I have on me as well. So I just look like I have a canvas, and I also have like repair stuff in case that.
Nice. You're gonna go hang this picture right now.
Exactly. This has to
Excellent.
be
I love it.
great.
So I'll give you a die for that.
Okay.
You are currently let's say that you are risky. Actually, let's say you are desperate standard because you're not supposed to be going up these stairs.
Right.
Okay. This game has a great little grid system where we establish the stakes and we establish the potency. So Allan is very capable of going up these stairs. That's not the challenge, but it is a desperate attempt because Allan is not supposed to. So there will be great consequence and or success
Right.
if Allan fails or succeeds.
Okay. Yeah. So it being okay, desperate, and so 2 dice total. Push.
Yes, 2 dice if you push.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. Oh man, it's a 1 and a 2.
Yay! Failing makes this is a spice of story.
It sure is. It's great.
So you try to go up these stairs, and the head chef has a pot in his hand, and he points it at you and says, "Hey, you don't belong up there."
No, I'm just hanging this painting right now.
No, you're not. Nobody's going upstairs.
And then I throw a thing at him. And that thing.
What kind of thing are we throwing?
Yes.
So let me be. I'm going to let you take that back because I haven't set the scene. You're in the kitchen.
Yes. How many people are?
It is a kitchen that probably could have 3 people comfortably working in here, but they're throwing a party.
Yeah.
And so the back door's open, and the back patio is being used as staging. And so there are about 9 people in chef's clothes or catering clothes walking around here. And it seems the head chef is telling you not to do the thing.
Right. Okay, and so it's very tight quarters.
Tight quarters. You're going to turn around and have to get past 2 or 3 people. If you run out, there's probably somebody coming up or down the stairs ahead of you.
Okay. So I still think I'm going to throw a thing.
Excellent. What are we throwing?
We are going to have a bandolier.
Yes.
And that comes with 3 uses of things. And in this case, the thing that I throw is like a little glass vial. I realized my last character, you had glass vials that he threw as well. So this is interesting. This one.
What effect is this glass vial going to have once it breaks?
It will break into a euphoric mist.
Euphoric mist.
Yes. So under normal circumstances, this might hit a person or 2, but if there's 9 people clustered, it might make a very happy kitchen right now.
Listen. All right. Let's go ahead. We are now we're still desperate standard. Go ahead and roll to throw the thing. Are you trying to hit the person with it?
No, I think I would say Allan would say, oh, I forgot. I have something for the kitchen as well, and throws this.
Excellent. All right,
like into the center of the room, like hoping that it just spreads across as many people as possible.
Make a roll.
How many dice?
So what kind of roll is this? Is this a skirmish roll?
This is a skirmish or a wreck, I think. Like,
all right, let's make it. Yeah, okay, your choice.
They're the same roll for me, so.
I know.
Okay. I guess I'm wrecking the kitchen a little bit, so I'm going to go with wreck.
All right.
Won't push this one. But yeah.
Does anyone not in the room want to assist?
I think if I hear it's probably difficult for me to hear what's going on because there's a lot of people. However, after I talked to, was it Yeffy? Yapit. I'm like actually a little excited that we have like possibly not someone who's going to help us, but maybe a distraction. So I'm probably going to try and like wrestle my way back toward the kitchen. I have an idea. I'm going to let this roll go out and like happen first, if that's okay with you. And depending on how terribly it goes, I might be able to help in the aftermath.
All right.
All right. I would think you at least hear, like, I'm going to, like, I don't know if this is fine, but our synchronized watches have a little audio thing between us, perhaps, where I can just, like, you hear a little of what's going on. So you hear, oh, I was just going up there. And also, this is for you. And you kind of know that something is going perhaps wrong.
Sorry.
But
try to get there a little faster.
all right. But here's the roll with 2 dice. That is a 4.
A 4. All right. So this gaseous cloud, what's the effect? So it makes everybody a little too happy?
Yeah.
Is it giggly? Does everybody start rubbing their chest areas? Like what's going on here?
I think Allan would combine it with his normal radical moves of he's a little bit of a zealot
Yes.
to some degree. So I think he would be like, as the thing shatters, he would say, remember, we are all on the same side here. Just because they are having fun out there does not mean you can't have fun in here as well, even while we are working. So please be merry and enjoy yourselves. And then he ducks up the stairs. So whatever that makes them do, that's what they do.
I think they find that extremely silly and start giggling uncontrollably.
Nice.
The problem is you do too.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So you rolled a 4. That's a mixed success. And so you're going upstairs and you too are giggling uncontrollably. It's going to be a little more challenging for you to be sneaky when you get upstairs. Because if you say anyone, it will be very funny.
Yes. He's just ducking up the stairs with a painting and a bandolier and a bunch of wrenches and things. And he's like, it's going to be great.
What are you doing, Boxer? What was your next move?
Yeah, I think so that happens and I get to the door finally and I push open the kitchen door and just everybody's in there laughing, giggling
You've seen this before.
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Huh. And then I'll kind of skirt my way around and see if I can go downstairs without anybody noticing.
All right.
I think I'll let Synth out so that he floats around and maybe he just everybody can point and laugh at him.
Yeah. I love it.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and get downstairs.
Go ahead and make me a prowl roll or a finesse, your choice.
Man, I'm not good at either, so I'm gonna push. And I'll do a finesse. I'll get at least 1. Please don't make me retire you dice. That's a 6.
Hey,
finally.
So you successfully sneak through this room that has the sweet smell of peach schnapps and without kind of breathing too deeply. And you make your way down the stairs.
Yes. Awesome.
All right.
I hope you're doing fine, Allan. You're on your own.
Let's go upstairs first. Allan, you get upstairs, and you get upstairs as everybody is following Madeline DeVille down the stairs. So you see a couple people kind of rush and catch up and pick up her train so it doesn't drag on the ground. And they have books to sign people in and greet people, and you are alone.
I'm alone. Okay.
What are you doing?
Where am I? A hallway? Or...
You're in a hallway. There are 4 doors that you see, and then it looks like it bends around the corner over there.
Okay. I would try to make my best guess as to where an office might be of these 4 doors.
Do you have something like hunt or study or survey?
I have no.
All right.
Let me see. I have. Now I can't really justify any of that. So I would just, Allan would say into his watch that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where normal people like us put their offices? If you had an office in a house, where would you put it?
If it's an upstairs office, probably not far from the bedroom, because you would want to be able to, write your notes, and then after you've had your nightly tea, you would go to bed or something, right? I don't know how rich people live.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all. I'll just pick this one and I'll head towards
Ooh. I have a my pet for my special ability. I took Echo Pet.
Yeah.
So Synth has a paranormal ability, which means he could phase through reality. So could I send him upstairs so he could phase through the walls and see if he can find?
Absolutely. That sounds suitably ludicrous.
I don't know how much Synth understands me, but I'm going to assume at least he understands somewhat.
Right. All right. So Synth comes and finds the office for you.
Excellent.
Oh, amazing.
Synth finds the office. Synth finds the bedroom, and Synth finds the lounge area with the balcony.
Okay.
And we decided that Allan told me what synth was, but in his native language, it's just a bunch of tones. So I couldn't say it out loud, so I called him synth. So I was like, all right, 1 tone for office, 2 tones for bedroom. So he can tell.
Yeah.
Allan.
Allan has a tune. So Allan, this is what Allan does. I got it. So which room did you want to go into, Allan?
So are they arranged office, bedroom, lounge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Going to go into the office.
All right. You go into the office. Let's go down to the basement.
Okay.
You go to the basement, and there are still boxes. Okay. By the looks of it, Madame DeVille hasn't been here long. Madame DeVille has not finished unpacking.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the old furniture that was in her old house kind of being stored here, and some of the new furniture that she was like, oh, I hate that. There is a wine cellar off to the left.
Okay. Are any of the boxes labeled? Can I rifle through a couple of them really quickly to see if there are any
What are you looking for?
Documents that would prove that she was just handing out diplomas to kids that didn't deserve them, or taking exorbitant donors, but you know what I mean, crazy.
You're looking for her books.
Yeah, I'm looking for her books or jewelry.
All right. Let's go ahead and make a hunt, study, or survey roll. Your choice.
I'm gonna make a hunt roll.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and I don't like this dice. I'm retiring that one. I'm gonna try these dice. Another 6.
Hey, you find a box full of jewelry.
Yes.
With a diary.
Ooh, I'm gonna read it right now.
Do it. All right. Upstairs, what are you looking for, Allan?
Looking for basically the same thing. Document, in this case, not jewelry at all. He's not looking for jewelry or particularly money, unless it just happens to be in the drawer he opens. But he's looking for the books, the proof of, don't exorbitant checks and stuff.
You rifle through some drawers. You pull one that is very heavy, and it is literally a doctor's bag full of cash. And that is when you hear the screams coming from the main floor.
Oh, because neither of us are there anymore.
What are you going to do, both of you?
I am going to take the doctor's bag full of cash and take another thing from my bandolier.
Yeah.
It's called a resonance amplifier.
Yeah.
I am going to drop that on the floor to create basically a little portal and throw the bag into it.
Nice.
Just like it's gone.
Okay. Just do me okay. I'm okay with that. What are you doing? What are you doing, Boxer?
I am like rifling through the diary, and if I hear screams,
you hear screams. Bloody murder.
I will stuff the diary into like my breast pocket, and like whatever handful of things I can get into my pockets, I'm definitely gonna like stuff something in my pockets before I go running upstairs.
So you're going upstairs into the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. You go upstairs into the kitchen, and it is pandemonium. Okay. People are getting ice and tablecloths, and they're going out of the kitchen, and they're moving urgently. If you could guess, it looks like they're trying to perform like some real ad hoc first aid.
Yeah, if there's like a pile of like towels or something, like I'll grab some and like follow everyone out.
Okay, you follow everyone out. What are you doing, Allan?
Is there anything in this room that seems like it could help with medical anything?
No.
Okay, then I'm just going to run out and try to go back down the stairs into the kitchen.
You have no problem going back downstairs into the kitchen. I'm going to say you both arrive in the kitchen at the same time.
Okay.
You guys go out into the hallway? All right. You remember that failure?
Yeah.
You step out into the hallway. Yaphet points at you, Boxer, and says, "She did it. She has the weapon there in her pocket." And what you didn't realize was when he was standing next to you, he put a weapon right there in your pocket.
Sure he did. Cool.
You two are the patsies. What are you going to do as the entire room looks at you, including Judy standing there holding hands with Dean Schuster?
Ooh. How could you? I didn't.
He gives her gifts.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it. So my Echo Pet can do some fun things.
Okay.
He can also time loop.
What's a time loop?
I don't know, but maybe we can figure it out to make it help so that I have 5 seconds to like think.
All right. All right. You're just making up all kind of crazy stuff with this Echo Pet. All right.
Go back.
Well, all right. So I might only get one of the three. It says what it says here is your pet is imbued with an anomalous resonance. It gains potency when tracking or fighting the paranormal, and gains a paranormal ability: reality phasing, mind link, or time looping. So I already used reality phasing. So
your pet can reality phase.
Okay, fine. What do I have? What could I have in my pocket? Let's see.
I think
You have an idea.
yes, there is another thing which maybe you have to explain to me on the bandolier. that can be a placed explosive.
Absolutely.
That imply that I could have placed it earlier in this heist.
So what I love about Blades in the Dark and Blade 68 is that there is a mechanic called flashbacks.
Oh, this is
Where
a flashback too?
if you want to really pull something out your butt, you can spend some stress and say, well, really, what I was doing was, and if you want to burn to stress, I'm happy to have let you place an explosive. Where did you place that explosive?
I think that I placed it, let's say, I'm going to say the office, but we're going back up there. So we're going to put the explosive back near the door where we entered, I think, like close to the backyard, like just near a statue or something that would explode and make a bunch of shrapnel.
Outside. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and it sounds like you're doing a rec roll to cause a diversion. So I would happily take prowl or rec.
It's going to be rec. That's a 4 again.
Yay! So the explosion definitely gets people's attention. You hear someone before they land, they do the Wilhelm scream. And,
nice.
And you have a moment. Each of you has an opportunity to make a controlled great effect. So a low risk great effect roll, and then things will get desperate.
Cool.
Okay. I think. Let's see. Low risk great effect roll. Does that change like what the dice do? Like I forget.
It doesn't change what the dice do. It changes what happens if you fail.
Oh, okay, got it. I
and actually because you succeeded, what is your low risk great effect thing, Allan?
What happened with the
what are you doing? Yeah, what happens narratively
with the explosion you mean?
Yeah.
I think my initial goal with the explosion was just that people would see that we're nowhere near the explosion. Like whatever exploded, we look terrified and surprised, and we're like, clearly none of this is us. Something else is happening. And I think basically my move would be that as a polemicist, what I can do is convince one hostile or unreasonable person to listen to me for a moment. So I think I would talk to the guy that just tried to make us a patsy, Yavnet, and be like, listen, man, it's like we all need to be on the same side here. Like why would you turn against us instead of the rest of these people? We could all make out like bandits here and just do that real fast while it's exploding.
So you want to persuade him?
That's the intent. Yes, he can pick any other patsy in this party, but not the two of us.
So you can you get an extra die.
Okay.
It costs you 2 stress.
Okay.
And go ahead and make a roll.
That's going to be a sway, I guess. Plus that. Oh, I do have to push myself. Yeah, that's the 2 stress.
Yeah.
From pushing. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Another 4. I've rolled 2 doubles of 4 3 times in a row now. Weird. I should just pick different dice.
He says, you see him sigh. Like you touch him in the heart. As you get to him, you see Madame DeVille is clearly shot with a musket.
Mm-hmm.
A musket that looks like the musket that is in Boxer's pocket. And he says, all right, look, my car is on the side. If you can get there, I'll take you with me. And he pushes you away, but I'm out of here. And people
Allan
begin to turn on you. So if you can get to the fence, he'll get you out.
All right.
That's all you got. What are you doing, Boxer?
And is like, we should probably go.
Oh, heck yeah. Do I get like a what was it, a low risk?
Yeah.
Okay. For my thing that I do, since I have this musket in my pocket, I also have a fine snub-nosed hand cannon. So, like, there's really not going to be a whole lot of talking these people out. So I want to just, like, really coolly pull the musket and my hand cannon out and just be like, I'm getting out of here. Don't anybody come near me, and nobody gets hurt, and just try to be like the coolest badass holding two guns at one time.
So you're not shooting. It sounds like you're commanding.
No. Yes, I'm commanding. I'm trying to have some. Ooh, can I?
I think when you pull out both guns, Allan's like.
I forget how keys work.
So if you do a thing that is your key,
yeah,
you mark experience.
Oh, okay. Well,
ooh, right.
All right, never mind. Well, anyway, if we were playing campaign, I would pull out one of my keys now because one of my keys is presents. But yeah, that's what I want to do.
Mark that experience. Do it.
Sure. All right. I marked a key.
I should have probably marked idealistic somewhere.
Absolutely. When you said, "Hey, we're all crooks. Let's help each other," that sounded very idealistic.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. It has been.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I want to command some people to back off, basically.
Do it. What do we roll?
I'm rolling command. I'm gonna push myself for this one because I really want it to work.
Can I help with this?
Yep.
I'm helping.
What do you say?
I am holding up the last random thing on my bandolier that nobody knows what it does, but I'm like, stand back, and it's like glowing purple and weird.
Oh, okay, I love it.
All right. Yeah. All right, there's 3 in here. One of these has to be good. Huh. A 5. I'll take a 5.
All right, a mixed success. You start backing to the front door of the kitchen.
Probably, I think I came out of the kitchen and probably didn't get that far, so I'll try and get back out. Yeah,
okay. Everybody, all of these very wealthy elites are very taken aback. Nobody wants to get shot. Everybody will put a price on your head and have you killed later.
Fair.
Nobody is really a hero except for Vaden, who pushes through the crowd and charges you. This is the chauffeur that you saw yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he still doesn't like you. He is going to come and tackle you, and you are going to be level 3 harm, tackled, going nowhere, unless you choose to resist.
Oh, heck yeah. How do I resist? I forget.
You figure out, actually, sorry, you had great effect. He's going to grab you by the arm. I apologize. So you're gonna be grabbed by the back of the arm, for 1 harm. If you choose not to resist, you're gonna resist with prowess.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have 2 skills in prowess, skirmish. No, you have no skills in prowess.
No skills in prowess. I don't think I'm going to be resisting in prowess. I might just be taking a level 1 harm.
You can push to roll 2d6 and take the lower number. Essentially, it costs you 6 stress minus a die roll to push.
I'm not so
Do
sure.
you understand what I just said?
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
So whatever you roll
yeah,
is minus 6, and that's what you take.
right. But if I roll poorly, I will have too much stress.
If you have too much stress, what you're going to do is flip a key.
Oh, that's right.
Now, what you have with your keys, in your case, presence and blunt,
Yeah.
you're going to choose the opposite, and that's going to be something you have to play into.
Okay.
This is a one shot, so you only have 2 keys.
Mm-hmm.
If you flip both of them in this session, your character is going to be retired,
Mm-hmm.
either on the run,
Mm-hmm.
or in jail, or on an island somewhere. Take your pick.
All right. I can resist. It would be roll 2, take the lower, and minus 6. That would be how many stress I get.
Correct.
Come here, dice.
And for the math fans out there, it's 6 minus the lower die.
Yeah. So I rolled a 4 and a 3, so it would be I'll take 3.
You take it 3 stress. There we
Woo!
go.
It's close. It's very
Still
close.
up?
I'm still up.
All right.
I resisted.
So he grabs you by the end. You yank your arm away, and he not being able to grab you, he's going to punch you in his next turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take my hand cannon and I'm gonna point it right in his face and be like, "Back off, dude! I'm out."
Okay.
Gonna invoke my key again.
So you're going to risk your key again. You just went. What are you doing, Allan? Grenade in the air.
That what?
Grenade in the air.
Yes. So
You're the only, and just for fun, you're the only person who notices. No one else noticed Yaphet slipping through the window over there.
Yes. Are you clear of this guy at this point, or is he still grabbed your arm?
No, I wrenched my arm free and I have a gun pointed in his face, but he does not look like he is going to stop doing what he's doing.
I think I would try to grab your other arm and drag you back up the staircase. Like up the main staircase this time, not up the one. So
this is funny. I don't know what roll this is.
I don't know.
This feels. What's this? Is this?
I mean, if you're resisting, right? You're probably like. I guess we gotta see if we.
I mean, if you're removing, I just want to get away from this guy. So if you're removing me from the situation, I wouldn't resist you pulling me.
Right. I guess we'll just see who sees us.
So it sounds like a finesse.
Okay. That's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna say this is a defiant roll of some kind. But I mean, for keys, it's defiant, maybe. But
right.
But I don't think that helps me in terms of dice rolls.
You know what does help? Burn stress.
It does. I can push, but then I will actually be at the end of my stress meter already. So, does that trigger the key? I guess.
No, after your next one after your last one triggers the key.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, we'll go up to the end of that. I'm gonna push. Okay. So instead of 0 dice, I have 1 die.
1 die.
Let's see how it goes. It's a 6.
Hey! You guys get up those stairs, and between the gun in his face, is that a bomb in your hand?
It's something.
His job is to protect his boss, and you're going in the opposite direction. Nobody else is getting murdered. He's gonna let you go.
Great. We are headed for the lounge.
All right, you guys go upstairs to the lounge. You get upstairs, and security is coming out of the kitchen stairway. They are hot on your heels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask Boxer to make one more finesse roll. So after you flip a key, you clear your stress track.
Mhm.
So you have all new fresh stress.
Did you flip the key yet or no?
No,
You didn't.
no, I didn't flip a key. I still have a little bit of stress left, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Actually, if I push on this one, which I'm going to because I have nothing in finesse, I'm only at the end of my stress track. So.
All right.
But then are you like knocked out of commission for the scene or something?
Not until I get one more stress, right?
Correct.
Yes.
No, you flip both your keys.
Oh.
Yeah.
So once you fill it, you're out?
Actually, once you take 4 harm, you're out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But there comes a point where you can't resist harm anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll put. Okay. So just so I'm getting this correct, this is a finesse roll. I have nothing in finesse, so I'm going to push. I've filled
two
my
stress.
It's 3.
2.
Yeah. Okay. So my stress track is full.
Yep.
And can I keep going, or is this where I have to flip it?
If you're full, you're full. You don't flip it yet.
Okay, great. All right, so I can roll 1.
Yep.
1 dice.
Did you want to help?
If
Allan?
I help, I'm gonna have to flip a key thing.
No,
Which
that's
I
okay.
can.
You don't have to because I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Hey, you guys see security. You get running straight to the lounge, and you burst into the room. There is a couple in there, being amorous.
Wow.
Mhm.
They were not expecting company.
Mhm.
But the balcony doors are open.
Great.
Okay.
I run by and I like shake my gun at them and I'm like, carry on, and like just run past. Don't mind us.
All right. You get to the balcony. What are we doing?
We gotta get off of this balcony.
Yes, I have climbing gear.
Mhm.
Hey.
So I feel like perhaps I have a grappling hook and
Right.
line that I can shoot at the fence from the balcony and tie it off.
Oh, you want to zip line across?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think this is a wrench roll.
I think it is.
So the grappling hook makes this. It could either be. So right now you're desperate standard, right? And I apologize. Both of you should mark 3 more experience
Yeah.
because all of your desperate rolls should be marking experience.
Oh,
This
okay.
is desperate standard, right?
Okay.
So that means if you fail, it's going to be really bad, right?
Excellent.
And it won't be really great if you succeed. You can use your grappling hook to either give you another die or to make this risky standard or desperate great. Desperate. If you make a desperate great roll, 4 or more, you make it to the sidewalk.
4 or more. Okay. And so I would have.
If you make a risky standard roll, when you fall, you don't die.
I see. Desperate great seems like the way to go, maybe, but I don't know.
You got stress. You can resist dying.
Sure. I've got no stress left, but I've got keys, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I guess this is. So I've got 1 die in wrench, and instead of a second die,
You could change your position or your effect.
I see.
Or you could have a second die.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I should make it desperate great and also push, even though it's going to be the last push I have before I have to I have to flip a key when I push.
Yeah,
So-
just flip a key, man. It's
All right.
drive it like you stole it.
That's
It's a
right.
one shot.
It's going to be a defiant key flip. And we'll see how this goes. And he's like, I've had it with these people. We got to get out of here. And I'm tired of it. And these people are being amorous while someone was shot downstairs. They have no care for anybody at all. And we need to get out of here.
It's the church lady.
Yeah, right. All right. So
So you're having two dice?
2 dice. Desperate.
And 3 dice, desperate standard or desperate great?
Desperate grade, 2 dice.
Okay, there we go. I love it.
All right, let's see. That one is cocked. It's a 4.
Hey,
We don't die, maybe.
you successfully you shoot, you hit the top of the fence. You know, it's like a 20-foot tall fence with wrought iron spikes up at the top. You tie it off to the balcony. Is the plan to zip line?
I think that's the plan.
All right. Which one of you falls?
Oh man. My guess is I probably fall.
All right. So who goes first?
Yeah. What if Alan? So you shot it? Would you?
Yeah,
would
I
you-
shot it, and I would say, "Go after you. I'll be right behind you." And then
All
you
right.
go across, and then
So
I will.
you zip line across, and you realize that pointy top of a pine tree is coming really fast, and you just lift your legs and avoid it. Allan isn't so fortunate. So you take this is desperate standard. You take 3 harm impaled on a branch.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. So
Okay.
can I like pause just for a second for a dumb side note? So Matt named his character Allan, and he's wearing the same denim shirt that he wore when we were Alan and Ellie from Jurassic Park. So like, I just assumed that Linda looks like Ellie Sattler, and I could just hear her screaming, Alan! That's what happens. That's exactly what happens when he gets impaled by the branch.
Amazing.
There we go.
Perfect.
A callback.
There you go. It is.
So you have an opportunity to resist
Okay.
being impaled by a branch. And you can take it from 3 harm to 2 harm. So the new rule in Blades68 is if you choose, you can resist 2 harm and take it to 1 harm. And if you choose, you could take 1 harm and resist down to 0 harm.
Huh. And what is required to resist again? Like
Just-
it's a 6 minus.
In this case, making a prowess roll. So you have 2 dice in prowess. So you would roll 2 dice, and you take the highest number, and it'd be 6 minus that number. If you roll 2 6s, that's great.
Right. If minus the highest number.
Yeah. And whatever that is, that sum is, that is the stress you will take.
Okay. So my stress is cleared because I marked a key.
Right.
So I'm starting over. Okay. Yeah, I'll resist. I'll see what happens.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2 dice, and it's your highest number minus 6.
That, believe it or not, 2 6s.
Hey, all right. I will give you extreme success with that resistance. You will take 0 stress, and you now have 1 harm caught in a prickly bush.
Okay.
Would you
Fair
like
enough.
to keep it, or would you like to resist?
I will be okay with that.
All right. You did have a mixed success. I cannot take away the fact that you are at the fence and you can get through it. And you see Yaphet hopping in his sleek sports car.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, get in, get in, get in.
All right. You guys get through the fence and to the sleek sports car. And Yaphet drives away.
Ooh.
You guys, he looks at you. He's like, I don't know why I listened to you.
I am very convincing.
I guess you are.
I reach into my pockets and I like pull out some jewelry. I don't know if it's like real or not or whatever, but I'm just like, I like put it in the front seat. I'm just like, thanks for driving us. Thanks for not leaving without us.
He's like, all right, that definitely pays for gas. Um, he goes straight to the docks where he parks the car. He gets in another car and he says, all right, where do you guys want to be dropped off?
Yeah, we should probably, let's not go right to the laundromat, but we should probably drop close to the laundromat. So like, in that neighborhood, but not exactly right there.
All right. You guys get dropped off at the laundromat. Go ahead and let's make, so we never made an engagement roll. Let's go ahead and make a fortune roll now.
Okay.
Okay, how does that work?
Somebody is going to make a 2d6 roll, and the highest number is going to determine kind of where we are with heat right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to do it? Do you want me to do it?
I feel like while we were driving away too, I would have asked Yafet who ordered the hit and why.
Ooh.
He's like, dude, like, that's none of your business.
I'm just curious. We're all on the same team, right?
Are we though? Are we?
I think so. We approve.
Okay, she's dead.
He'll like ignore it.
He turns up the radio.
Fair enough. All right, that's just a thing Allan would have said. Anyway, yes, 2d6. Do you want to roll it?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Okay.
Higher one, or does it matter?
The higher one.
6.
6.
Okay.
No one is at the laundromat.
Great.
But at least one person recognized you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. A bunch of people saw us. Yeah.
Probably fine. It's probably fine.
Probably.
I'm sure. No repercussions of this at all.
I gotta read that diary.
All right.
Any tea?
So, you guys get back to the laundromat. Someone died in that last heist.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't kill him, but everybody thinks you did. So, you will be marking 1 heat.
Okay.
Okay.
Heist team.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's on the heist sheet.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the heat. I got it.
And 1 heat isn't bad. It isn't good. But the big thing that it means is that you will have to, you have an opportunity. We're going to do downtime again. You have an opportunity to reduce that heat by spending money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Or you can, we will just have it affect your next engagement roll in the next game.
Mm-hmm.
If I, during this downtime at some point, I would drop the 3rd grenade, which will be the portal, and the little bag of money will pop back out.
There we go. There we go.
I don't know how many stacks is that bag of money.
You got 10 stacks.
Wow. All right. Well, we owe some of it to Russo for letting us in. So.
Yep. And you think you could probably get another 3 stacks for the jewelry. And I would have you do another mission to figure out who wants to buy that book.
Oh, the diary? Okay.
Yeah. If you wanted to sell it.
All right. Well, I guess it would depends on what kind of hot goss is in there.
What you have is you have a list of every wealthy person who has sent a child to that school, how much they paid, and if they paid in full yet.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
That's some good information.
The only problem is the corrupt person who they paid is now dead.
Mm-hmm. True, but that's still where a radical would take it as evidence and start using it across the airwaves as something. So
There we go.
yeah,
Or you could just like sour everybody's reputation in town and make no money.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
That would
maybe
be the radical thing
I
to
might
do.
be quite-
it would be after paying Russo and taking and Linda gets her share of whatever is left after paying Russo, but then he'd probably use his stacks to do that.
So you wouldn't even ask people if they were willing to pay to get their name off the list first?
It's a good question.
Would you participate in this corrupt system of deceit?
I feel like Allan would not. He would probably just want this system brought down as quickly as possible. But he would probably be a conversation with Linda.
Yeah, because I'd want to hold on to that for a minute. Definitely would be holding on to that for a minute. And I would probably be holding on to like a stack's worth of jewelry. Just because it's so pretty.
Sounds like a plan. Well, that is our adventure today, folks. At this point, our dynamic duo would do some stress. They would do some advice to reduce their stress. They might use some time to heal their wounds if they had taken any harm
Prickly bush.
from a prickly bush. They might do a project to figure out what's the best way to leverage this newfound information for money. If they were boxer.
Yeah.
And did anybody fill their XP track?
No.
I think you guys made about 5 desperate rolls.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
Guess not.
And then you both hit your key once.
Mm-hmm.
And did you both flip a key?
No.
I flipped one.
He
All right.
flipped one.
So before we go, I want to just pause to say this adventure has been brought to you by Dark Heist. The new board game on Kickstarter now that was inspired by the original game, Blades in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
And the adventure we ran today was, I didn't know what was going to happen. So I had 2 cards handy for today's adventure.
Ooh.
And if our players were inclined, I was going to give them the job to poison the cup to kill Madame DeVille.
Oh.
They didn't seem like those kind of players, and it's not my job to kind of force them into anything. And so instead, we decided to play the adventure called The Patsies.
Mm.
All right.
They get a crime pinned on them, and they have to figure out how to get out of a situation.
Love it.
Excellent.
Fun.
You can find Dark Heist at ashyfeet.com/Dark Heists, plural. It's on Kickstarter now, and we appreciate your support.
It is a very, very fun game, so everyone should check it out.
Yay! And if you do get it, you will absolutely see pictures of Lauren, Matt, and myself in the game.
I'll look something like this.
The wine.
Yes, you will.
It's about the face I'm making on the card.
It's amazing.
To finish up this adventure of Blades68, I'd like to do a closing vignette. And I'd like for you to hit your keys. I'd love for you to hit your flipped key, Allan. And I'd love to see Boxer hit their key, talking about what they're doing 3 weeks from now.
So when a key flips, it's basically the opposite trait, right? Or it's an exacerbated version of the trait.
It's kind of the opposite.
Okay.
And
So
so you might say before you were idealistic,
mhm,
and now you're a little more cynical and
right.
transactional. You might say at first you were defiant, and now you cave too easy.
Yeah. I think that'll be the case. I think that it was Defiant that flipped. So I feel like over the following weeks from that heist, Allan still has his sense of radicalism and the desire for a better distribution of wealth among the populace of Duskval, but um, he's seems like he's not just shoving it through everyone's face into everyone's face anymore. He will listen to feedback and often be like, "Yeah, I guess I can see how once in a while." Sometimes it helps for some people to have more money than others in the sense that maybe they can do some better, you know, something, and then he just kind of trails off a little bit. So he's not entirely convinced, but he also is like realized that what he did in the last heist caused a bunch of harm to a bunch of people as well. So, you know, maybe blowing up houses isn't the best plan every time. I know. He'll work on a long-term project to get his defiance back.
Good, because I think Boxer would bluntly confront you about that. Because that's what we teamed up for, to like slam that diary down in front of you and be like, we've got this information, we can just extort so much money out of these people. What is wrong with you? And she'll probably, like, there might be some tension between the two of them until they can decide what their next move is.
Very nice. And there we have the pair, Allan and Boxer. Did you guys ever come up with a crew name?
No.
No.
Oh dear.
I know.
We'll have to come up
Just
with
have
something.
to play again sometime
Yeah.
and come up with a crew name.
All right, all right. Well, here. How about this? How about this? And that is it for the adventure. Nothing but a party.
There we go.
There you go. Amazing. Yay,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
joining us. Thanks for watching later. Thanks for the folks who inspired me to live cast, because I hate this being on camera stuff.
But you're so good at
You're
it.
so good at it, Mo.
Thank
You know we love it.
Thank you, Matt and Lauren, for like helping me, get over the hump. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Are we done recording? Oh no.